Marcus Hayes, Fight Hub TV, powered by Stagefront VIP, with the one and only Mr. Robert Garcia. Robert, we just had to weigh in. Lomachenko, Devin Haney. Didn't look like anything was going to happen. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Devin Haney pushes the hell out of Lomachenko. What do you think about that?
You know what? This is the first time I was in the back with my fighter Raymond, so I didn't see that. I heard a lot of noise, but I didn't really know what happened. But wow, that's pretty cool. That means things are getting heated up. Once the bell rings, they're both going to work.
And I wanted to ask you about that. What's something like a push when there's like extra energy exuded on the fight, just like it was right now? Does that make it so the fight kind of starts a little bit quicker? Do you think
Definitely.
that'll lead to action faster?
If they got heated up like that, then that means when the bell rings, we're gonna see good action, and Loma's gonna do the same, just as Haney, because it's a huge fight, and now the crowd, everybody, is expecting that. So I think we're gonna see that. Once the bell rings, they're gonna go to work.
Is there any level of embarrassment for kind of a situation like that? A guy pushes you. Lomachenko kind of seemed like he was taken aback by it. Like, what the hell? Like he seemed surprised.
Loma's already matured, old enough. Haney's a lot younger. So for Loma, it's more like I'll see you tomorrow. Haney's more about building the fight and wanting to make sure fans get into the fight and tune in, doing his job. They're both doing their job, but Loma's a little more mature, more experienced, and that's the difference. But he's a professional. They're both professionals, and they're both going to put up a great fight.
Break the fight down. Lomachenko, the smaller of the two, an underdog, plus 250, like you saw. What do you think Lomachenko has to do to carry the day?
Yeah, but you know what? Haney? Yeah. The underdog, a smaller guy, but I think that benefits him, man, because he's so good with his footwork that if he fights on the inside, I think he could give Devin a lot of trouble. The odds and everything, and if you ask myself, I probably still pick Devin to win by decision. But honestly, I'm also, I think it's close to a 50-50 fight because Loma's very, very good with his footwork, good speed, good combinations, and you know what? Devin has never really been hit with punches that he don't see, and he will get hit with punches that he don't see with Loma. So it's going to be pretty interesting. I can't wait to see the fight. It's a 50-50 fight. It's hard for me to pick a winner, but I lean towards Devin just because he's younger, fresher, has the reach advantage. But I'm telling you, Loma, if he prepared well for this fight, he could pull up the surprise.
You talk about getting hit with punches that guys don't see. Lomachenko, a master at hits like that. Jorge Linares hit Devin Haney with a punch that he didn't see late in their bout. Devin Haney obviously wobbled on the way back to the corner. What do you think Lomachenko has to do to set up that type of punch to interject his power into the fight?
I think Loma is, like I said, he's a professional. He's a world-class fighter and very talented. So, I'm sure him and his dad did the right training camp, right game plan, and whatever they train to do, I can tell them what to do because I'm not part of their camp, but I'm pretty sure they have a great game plan and they're gonna go out and do their best.
Speaking of being part of the camps, ex-fighter that was kind of with you for a little bit of time, Anthony Joshua, moved over to Derek James, had kind of a lackluster performance against a 989 assassin. What did you think about his performance and where he goes from here?
Well, you know what? I think the best thing for him to do was come to the States. Because that's what I told him. You know what? Next fight you have to come to the States. If you want, So he decided to come to the States, not with me, but with Derek James. So I think that was the best thing for him. He comes to a training camp where he's got other fighters, other world champions, and he's not the best one in the gym. So that's what I advised them to do. They didn't come to my gym, but they came to a different gym. And Derek James is a great trainer of the year right now. He just picked up Ryan Garcia. He's got.
Yes. What do you think about Ryan Garcia training with Derek James?
Ryan Garcia. That tells you he's going to take things serious. He's going to do training camps in Dallas. I'm pretty sure that's where his training camp is at. So that means he's going to be focused. Being here in LA. Sometimes there's so many distractions for him, that so many things he's got to do that maybe keeps him away from training. So I think that's the best thing for him to do.
Training, sometimes guys have injuries, layoffs, things like that. Another guy making his comeback off of a layoff, a huge long layoff, Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor is going to be fighting against Teofimo Lopez next month.
It's a great fight, man.
What
Can't
do
wait
you
for
think
that
about
fight.
those two
It's a
getting
great
together?
fight. I can't wait for that fight. I like Teofimo as a friend, as a person, and I'm cheering for him. But it's not an easy fight. Josh Taylor's boxing is really good. He has good reach and is a lefty, so it's not going to be easy. But I definitely wishing Teofimo, best of luck, and I hope to see him win.
Pivoting back to Anthony Joshua, word on the street is that Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, sometime in December, may be part of that big Saudi Arabia fight package that they're trying to put together. How do you see that fight going if they
man.
fought?
That's huge for boxing, huge for both of them. It doesn't matter in that fight. Whoever wins or loses, they both win because they're both gonna get probably the biggest purchase of their life. So congratulations to them. That's huge.
Lastly, for me, maybe third time is the charm. Stanionis, Ortiz, rescheduled for July for the third time out. What do you think when they finally get together? And what do you think maybe about the health of Virgil Ortiz?
Can't wait to see that fight. I heard a little bit that that it was caused by COVID. So that's a good good reason. Now he's healthy and back in training camp. And now he's got a date July 8th. I think it's with Virgil, it's gonna be hard to beat Virgil. I know Virgil. I work with him, and that kid is just unbeatable.
Lastly, Rolly Romero, Barrosos. Week before last, kind of a funny looking decision, not a decision, but a funny situation where Barrosos being stopped, 8th or 9th round, somewhere around that area. What did you think about the stoppage and Rolly now being the interim champion?
I was a little surprised, and I'm sure everybody makes mistakes. I think the ref made a mistake, but in Nevada, instant replay is something they use, and they tell us in the rules, meaning that instant replay is going to be part of the event. And I'm surprised they didn't go to instant replay after that, because they could have easily gone to instant replay and they would have known they should let them continue, or maybe make it a no contest and fight again. But I was surprised they didn't go to instant replay.
Robert, you're here, Southern California fellow Murataya.
That's right.
Fontana in the house.
That's right.
Getting ready to be fighting on the big stage. What makes Murataya such a special athlete?
This kid's so dedicated. He's in the gym. He's in the gym every day. Doesn't take no time off. Always in the gym. Always staying healthy. That's one big thing. He's so dedicated in the gym. That's the main thing. But his skills are just unbelievable. And you guys will see. Tomorrow night, after his fight, everybody will know that he's one of the best 135-pounders out there, and I know he'll be ready for any of the top guys.
Cut up as hell. He kind of looked like Errol Spence Jr.'s body did, bro.
Done a good job with him. He's in great shape, man. That kid's in great shape.
Excellent. Right, Marcus Hayes, Fight Hub TV.
Thank you.
Robert Garcia. Thank you, Robert. Take care.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Hub TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Hub TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.